Salute to all the real ones out there. It's your boy Mike coming at you again with another video. You guys like the content that I've been dropping? Like, comment, subscribe. Share my videos with anybody else you think may benefit from them, alright? Like I said, it's all about trying to build some type of community over here whereby like-minded men specifically can upgrade off of each other, can shoot the shit, improve with each other, and overall just become better individuals in life. So that's how I'm trying to drop this knowledge for. That's my end goal, okay? This is the reason why I stay up, to make sure that I give y'all videos on a consistent basis. And as I said in my last video, it might not be on a daily basis like I've been trying to do it. I might have to reduce the frequency, but regardless, you guys are gonna catch some uploads from me, and I hope you are seeing some type of benefit from them. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into today's topic, which is going to be beautiful decorum. All right. Now, decorum, as defined by Britannica.com, in literary style, the appropriate rendering of a character, action, speech, or scene. The concept of literary propriety in its simplest stage of development was outlined by Aristotle. All right. So in later classical criticism, the Roman poet Horace maintained that to retain its unity, a work of art must be consistent in every aspect. The subject or theme must be dealt in the proper diction, meter, form, and tone. So, farcical characters should speak in a manner befitting their social position. Kings should intone with the elegance and dignity commensurate with their array. So basically, it's what decorum is all about is basically carrying yourself accordingly. All right. So like, let's say I'm a boss owner, or I'm an owner of let's say corporation. When I walk in, my demeanor, the way I carry myself, and address people, even my posture, all of that should kind of convey to the average person looking outside that I am the CEO walking up in here. I am the boss. Now, it doesn't have to be with this arrogance, but what I'm saying is, like, your position within the world should be synonymous with your behavior, conduct, and what people can pull from you visually when they see you enter the space. All right. So the reason why decorum is important to me is because of, like, many reasons, but I just feel like it's very important for every person to have. It kind of goes what I said in one of my videos about code of conduct. It's very important for everyone to have one, but especially young men. You know, even if I talk specifically to black men from America, like, one thing you got to understand is that our stereotype, the way that other people look at us across the world due to media, music, and overall just word of mouth, is very terrible. I mean, I can't say it any different way than that. I mean, that is the absolute truth. We are looked at as savages. You tell somebody, like, let's say you were a female, right? And you're not a black American female. Let's say you're from a different race, and you go tell someone in your family that you're dating a black American. The images that will come in that person's head, even if you are, let's say, me. I mean, I got little tattoos here and there, but seriously, most people, when they hear about black American, they are not going to picture me. They're going to picture some gun-toting, drug-selling, you know, female manipulating, babies all over the place having, criminal mentality having ass dude, jail going motherfucker who basically ain't really did nothing in his life, that doesn't really deserve respect across cultures. It's more negative stuff that they will expect. It's more aforementioned warnings that the person will have or receive when they tell this person, the next person, hey, I'm dating a black American. The cousin, brother, sister, mom, dad, or whoever will probably have a negative connotation and proceed to now start giving you some guidelines on how to deal with that. Like, hey man, what are you doing? Why are you talking to said person? Or you gotta watch out. Aren't they dangerous? What does he do for a living? Like, they're gonna be more taken aback by the fact that you are choosing this type of dude. You see what I mean? It will come from what they seen in movies. You know, sorry, let me adjust my camera. What they seen in movies, what they heard in the music. Because I mean, think about all our music. Trap music. Oh, you know, I got kilos of coke. You know, I stay with a pistol. I'll shoot you in your face if you try to disrespect me. I'll do this, I'll do that. I've been to jail. Look at my stripes. I get respect in the street. I stay in the street. You know, I mess with all these hoes. I drive this car with these big of rims. I'm screaming about all this superficial garbage that means nothing in the grand scheme of things. I have no businesses that supply money to my own community. I'm probably not talking anything positive about education or any of the things that other races are usually focused on. I mean, think about it, it's race. Race being a competition between you and other groups of people in order to become number one. So as a black American, we have a bad reputation across the world, man, for real. So a sense of decorum, I feel like, is imperative. You have to have some type of code of conduct or internal system of checks and balances that you use to carry yourself out in the world that will shatter whatever stereotype is put out there about you. I mean, that's how I see it. You can go about the world how you want. You can act like a total jackass. You can be the dude that straight up coons in front of different groups of people, but just understand that you're setting all the people back hundreds and hundreds of years. You are doing a lot of things that are honestly counterproductive to the forward progress and momentum of young men. All right, so let's just jump into the points. Number one, when you have a sense of decorum, you get respect from men, women, kids, superiors, and subordinates alike. And the reason why is because a sense of decorum like shows that you have self-respect and a code of conduct. Like, all right, so take me for example. I'm not trying to be some perfect individual, you know what I'm saying? There is no way for me to be like that. And given, without saying, there's probably people who just don't like me. Whether they don't like how I look, how I sound, how I talk, how I walk. I don't give a damn. There's 7 billion people on the face of the planet. It's a given that some people just ain't gonna like me. They won't like how I approach. It doesn't matter what I do. But I can't walk around trying to people please. The fuck I look like every 5 seconds trying to make sure, oh man, I hope this person like me. Like, I even had an issue at work where somebody thought I said something that I didn't say. They took it that way, and now they walking around avoiding me. Every time they see me, they cut the other way. Go ahead and cut the other way. You think that's gonna change my day? You think I'm gonna toss and turn at night? Like, oh man, this person. No. It is what it is, but I still carry myself with a sense of decorum, you know what I mean? And I feel like, okay, so the way I carry myself, walk, talk, act, and behave, it demands respect. There's nobody who comes off trying me immediately or feeling like they can get it off on me, because the way I handle my daily life shows that I got some positive values and attributes that assist me along my way. You know, I work out. I keep myself, let's say, well maintained and groomed. You look in the background of my room. Does it look messy? Does it look like I don't have my environment under control? No, obviously I do. So when I carry myself out in the world, like, that energy is being put out there. And most people respond very positive to it. All right. Number 2, when you have a sense of decorum, it speaks volumes about you without you actually having to say anything verbally. So case in point, I show up in a nice crispy looking uniform, everything iron pressed, I got everything I need. I look like I'm ready for work, and I have maybe a serious demeanor. I don't have to say that I'm squared away. I don't have to say that I'm a good employee. I don't have to say that you can rely on me and count on me. That's already spoken without me saying an actual word, because your actions will trump anything that you could say verbally. Number 3, a sense of decorum is very paramount with the amount of cultural decay that we have in this world. And most people are empty vessels portraying whatever bullshit they've been influenced by via social media or TV, Netflix, whatever hot trend is out right now. Most people literally have no sense of direction for how they want to live their life. They're more living their life according to what's hot right now, what they think women want right now. What dumbass Rick Ross or whatever rapper came out and spoke about how he's living his life like that. That's how everybody trying to live their life. Nobody really does that internal analysis and says, you know what? This is where I'm trying to head in the next 5 years. And you know what? This is what I would like to do to establish my own self in this world. No. Most people don't have any type of sense of decorum, code of conduct, or anything that's guiding how they behave on a day-to-day basis. So for the ones who are trying to figure out how to establish their decorum, just know that you are a walking miracle. And by you continuing to cultivate your own sense of identity, you are just, it's beautiful what you're doing. And I salute you, for real. Because it's more people that are like the previous description that I gave than people like us who are trying to have a sense of decorum. So just know that mentality is paramount. Number 4, it filters away garbage from not only your psyche but also your vicinity. All right, so a person like me, I'm always reading, journaling. I create this YouTube channel so I can drop free game on anybody who's interested. I'm into fitness, eating clean, overall just ascending. So naturally the vibe that I give off will stave off the average person who's just on some nonsense, that want to come around and gossip and talk about this, that, and the third that actually has nothing to do with self-improvement. You naturally will not find me to be a good person to chop it up with, because clearly we're not on the same wavelength. So you will more than likely avoid me and go chop it up or talk about minuscule topics with someone else who is more on your frequency. So by having a sense of decorum, you can stave away a lot of bullshit in your life. Oh, as far as frequency, it raises your frequency. And what that does is it allows you to attract higher quality, not only people, but also things into your life. That goes without saying. I don't even really have to explain that one. Number 6, when you have your own sense of decorum, right? It's going to take a while for you to develop what works for you and what doesn't. Like me, I'm 35 years old. So there were certain things I figured out at 17. This is a habit that I'm just going to keep in my little repertoire. And that's why I like being a Taurus. Because Tauruses are whatever sticks, whatever they find to be something that works, if they're able to do it, they will just add it into their life. It will be a learned skill that they'll never forget. And I think back on all the stuff that I did as a child. I would iron my clothes. I realized, I like the way a shirt feels when it's been ironed. So now there's no way you're going to see me with a wrinkly shirt. It just will not happen. Go to any picture you see me in the past. Doesn't matter if I was 13, 14, 15. You never saw me with a wrinkly, just dusty shirt. It just won't happen. It will not touch my skin. Or being very clean and organized. That's something I had from young age that I saw, dang, I get better benefits. I feel better physically when I know that I got everything around me under control. It will never leave me, no matter where you are. You could even imagine me in a fucking jail cell in Siberia. It'll have my little signature touch on it. People will know, oh, yeah, he must have been in this cell. All right. Oh, and the thing is, when it becomes second nature, when you keep on doing stuff that actually works out for you and you add it to your collection of skills or habits or what have you, other people will probably be inspired by it because like feathers are attracted, or like birds of like feathers flock together. So if it's a person who wants to kick it with me and then they come in my living space and they see what works for me and they realize, yo, I like how he keeps himself so tight. I like how he keeps everything together. I might inspire that person to now start doing it where before they didn't have the motivation or they didn't see anybody else who did it. So they thought to themselves, what the hell? Why should I do it? You see, so it's like you're a beacon of light for other people who are ready to improve or change. And 7, the last part, it pays a due tribute to the ancestors that came before you, and it slashes stereotypical behavior that maybe sets your race back. So in the case of a Black American male, that's what I could use real easy for myself, is when I have a code of conduct that leads my life, that's not like the average person who is in my age group or in my race. That's a beautiful thing because it shatters other people's stereotypes of what they expect from me. And it's honestly like a salute. It's like a humble respect that I'm giving to all the ancestors before me who had to go through way more chaos and tribulations in order for me to be able to live and do what I want to in today's world. So those are 7 reasons why I feel like Decorum is just beautiful. Like, comment, subscribe, holla back.